Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gupta series, and well, as you can see, there's a civil war ongoing in the Gupta Kingdom. We did recently expand westward, but here's another thing. Recently converted to Jainism, which he's been practicing Jainism in secret. But now that he's made it publicly known, and knowing that he has the ability to hold more of the domain thanks to the ways of being a Jain, but he is not ready to join the clergy yet. There's one more war he must fight, and that is to rid some of the landed Hindus out of here. And the only one who supports him is his old, long-time friend, Govinda Chandra, who had been an influence to him for some time. And just in preparing for his passing, and knowing my wife likes me well enough, I'm going to start swaying this Indo-Greek philosophy, which he is a member of the Sravaka-Samgha, so we'll probably get to know each other a little better. But for now, this is the last war, even though I have recently converted, but I am not a proper Jain yet. Because there's still cruelty and deceit in my heart, and I'm slowly regaining my sense of humanity back, but we have to stop those who harm our nation. And I'd like to increase the size of the domain. So this is the last war before we'll have internal peace here in Bihar, in the Gupta Kingdom. Capture the leader, and we'll win quickly. It's better to have quick resolutions than a prolonged one. Got away! Just wipe out any enemy forces you see. It's a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distract from the tribulations of this delicate time of her life. As her husband's, it's my duty to provide her with the support she needs. Oh, I had some maids dispatched. Let me hook this up, this new book I just got. Stewardship book. 2 more to go. The Brihat-Samhita is an encyclopedia by an Indian astronomer, Varaha Mihira. It covers a wide range of subjects from astronomy to the growth of crops to domestic relations. Oh no, he could be good for something. And a shepherd community in Magadha is finally done, so finally, some income. 30 gold is the estimated income each year. Did he hire mercenaries? No, he's the scholar bureaucrat. Hey, can I recruit you? No. I could get my own scholar bureaucrat. 1,000 grace. May have to offer him something. How much do these books cost? 500? I don't get much away with stewardship books. This new book I got, this we can send off. Because I want my own scholar bureaucrat. Through the rigorous imperial examinations, the Dai Empire has created a class of educated scholar bureaucrats. You can have one requested to serve you as an administrator. Having them employed will reduce build cost and build time. We're just going to get ready for the post-war years when we finally achieve peace here. The Protector General of the Great Emperor addresses a letter to the radiant Maharaja of the Gupta Kingdom, heaven's blessing upon thee. The heavenly Sun Wengon, Emperor Dingzong of the Dai Empire, has generously granted your request. The sage scholar bureaucrat will join your court. His administrative skills serve you well. This character is excellent at making sure resources are distributed, transported, and used in the most efficient ways. He's a professional. Treasury caravan assaulted. We received the news of caravan transporting the tax from Synagogue was assaulted by a group of rebels there. But I must remind myself that province is not safe as of late. We gotta do something about the stability. But that time will come. I'm already cruel, but you could become greedy as well, but do not worry. This is... I mean, I don't want to spend money, but I already gave away one book, so let's get one for free. Just this once, okay? Never sin again. Doctrine of Brahma, and Stewardship book. The correctly established Doctrine of Brahma is the main work of the Indian mathematician Brahma Gupta. Oh, not related to any of us Guptas. This text, mathematical astronomy, contains a good understanding of zero, rules for manipulating positive and negative numbers, computation of square roots, methods for solving equations, and summing series. Again, they have not fully recovered from the last war. He's not the leader of the revolt, but he will be in prison because he'll be one of the many to have their titles revoked. Because he revolted against me. Head to Varanasi, another place where their garrison has not recovered. We want a quick resolution. All we want. Here's a legitimate son. You designate him as heir. But don't name it after my father, because if he were to look at me now, I think he would surely be disappointed in me. But I don't think he would also be fond of me being a Jain, but it's a personal salvation thing that I will soon pursue for. Vajramitra. Quite a name. And plus, for once, he's born normal. He's a healthy child. As we've stated before, we want quick resolution. Just assault, assault, assault. We just want to go on the road to recovery. And plus we need the money to pay off the loans. We'll ransom the rest later. 83% right now. 90%. Head to this area. I know we're rushing things like mad here, but this one we need the siege master over here. Wait. They're heading to Sansaram. We'll engage him instead. Also, I need this concubine to get out of here, because I don't want her drunken self screw things up for me. I didn't know your half-siblings are here, but think about it. Win one more battle and we will win. Things are going well. I saw you here in the bear stove nearby. Spinning my sword ready, I see enemy commander Jetapala awkwardly attempt to climb a fallen tree. That's him. The leader of the revolt. I shall do it myself. You know, this act violates the Jain doctrine of ahimsa, or non-violence, so you lose a bit of purity. I'm sorry, but this is the only time that I'll do that. My opponent looks nervous, his arm a little ill-fitting. I briefly contemplate. I ask if I'd do this another day. A moment later, I snap out of it, letting the fresh morning air sharpen my senses instead. The staunch man is soon on the ground, groaning in pain. I think he's too dangerous to be left alive. No mercy. Never kill anyone ever again. You will change your ways. And I'm no longer zealous, knowing what I've become. But there's a reason for it. Okay. Now we're going to be in for a long road of recovery. And train troops quickly. And all your titles are revoked. Because I will take personal control in some of these territories. Hindu vassals won't like it. Traitor 2. You as well. Even though you're the Pujari and you also hold the Dhamma here. That means I think we're going to need a new temple owner. Which would have to be a Jain. I have the gift for you. You will hold Jharkhand. Vassals? Really? Kid hold 3, 20% of counties in vassal theocracies, currently 4. Oh, okay then. I guess I'll keep them then. You know, he's gonna be antsy at me for... Yes, we raised levies a long time. There will never be another war again. Okay? The period of peace will begin here. Let this be a new beginning. Powerful loans. Oof. The rest can go free. After all this time. They stay. What the? What have you been spending on? Whatever it is, he's regretting it for the rest of his life now. So they're allowed to hold 3 territories. Again, the Pala did this. Remember, it was them that created this vassal here. But the others hold much of personal territories. I'll figure a way out. Because, as I said, I don't want to hold this, but... Tell you what. Any giant courtiers around here? Like we should appoint one here, appoint one there. Then transfer the vassalage to them. Otherwise he'll be fighting both of them in the dual wars anyhow, so... Well, we'll think about it. That's the price of having a theocratic vassal. I mean, I can understand Gaia because of Buddhism, but here this was a consequence by the Pala Kingdom. Which, by the way, it was the Regency that did this. The Regent appointed there. That's the reason why this unique monastery happened. And it's the only temple holding of the entirety of the territory. But I will have personal control over these lands, so let's look up here. Peaceful, rebellious, volatile, peasants, rebellious, rebels funded. That's Bihar for you. Different culture here, obviously. Rebellious, rebellious, peaceful. Do we still have our domain overseer? Because I got a mission for you. The way of deception. I don't know about you. I'm gonna give you a go-ahead, but I don't know if I can govern all of this. Because there's so much rebellious provinces here that we'll be expecting peasant revolts to come in the future. But we'll try to recover by training troops fast. And I will take my leave from this society. I want to retire as champion. I wish to join the Sravaka-Samgha, which I have my reason. 90 days, so till the 13th of December. It's 11 out of 13. Plus I gained stewardship a little bit. Let's see to it. Some of you will be expecting forgiveness out of this. Plus, I'll switch my new focus to, I am lacking in learning. Everything else is good. Diplomacy ain't what it used to be. And I can't hunt anymore because I'm a Jain. You can't hunt tigers. But we need money, so let's get into some business. While passing judgment on to criminals for the safety of my throne, a young noble brought before me. I've come to the conclusion that the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not be the wisest choice, as he is of no worth. Far departed the man who might prove himself useful to me, as he would be in my debt. Release him. Now do not forget what I did for you. There's still more loans to repay. Mission successful. Varanasi is now restless. And there's a recent pirate raid. I'll organize a fleet. Don't forget that I'm still a warrior at heart. I have all the experience, legendary commander and all that. I'll press it with vague promises, so I'll think of something. Total victory. Rebellious province removed from Chunar as well. Oh my! Silk Worm Farm was founded by its previous owner. Oh, we're going to be rich. But don't forget, when you join that Jain Society, be sure to give away to charity every once in a while. But we have to use that money first to... Oh, pay off the loans. Yes, the loans. But I'll soon make it up to all of you. I'll promise you. You can remain a Hindu. Hang on, hang on, hang on. As far as who's raising who, I will raise my legitimate son. I'm not a street child of a concubine. I mean, as he is a Hindu, he should be raised as a Hindu. By my wife. At least she's the only one that loves me. Doesn't mind me as a Jain. Especially of a Svetambar, which increases a bit of vassal opinion. I'm trying to change my ways, and I will do my damnedest. Isn't it ironic that he joined the Hindu Monastic Society at age 49? Now here at age 49, I'm going to join another one. But as a Jain, which was for political reasons. This is for him in the line of succession. While meanwhile, I'll get to business. 13th of December, remember that. The heir to the monastery. Let's get to know each other a little better. I'm sure you enjoyed the visit to my torture chamber. I just discovered after my visit, Romanos decided to adopt my own lifestyle. What? I mean, it's not that, but lifestyle. Oh, he became a socializer, just like me. There's only 9 members of the Sravaka-Samgha. Jainism has been in decline as of late. The Nirgrantha of Ramagiri is the Acharya here, as he's of the Dingambara sect. So, 7 Shravakas, 1 Brahmachari, and 1 Acharya. No Kshulaks. Oh yeah, I forgot. Over there, there's a bit of Jainism in this area. Dingambara Jain. It all started because some... Are you the guy who walks naked? No, that was him. He was the first Dingambara Jain in these lands of the Tokharians. It happened because some Jain ascetic came to visit there, and I recall seeing him, that he walks around naked, and he did, and hence the reason why there's been a decline in Jainism lately. But that could change, even though it isn't as widespread as people think. But I guess we're not alone. Gujarat, Bihar, and Mingoy are the only free Jain states of the world. I had to stray away from Hinduism because I was convinced that I'm cursed and never gonna have good children and all that. But he might be the one when he grows up well. He will remain a Hindu, and my son, my real son, will remain a Jain. But business first, as we're going to try to raise money to, well, we'll soon get them now. Banish anyone, even if they got a single coin within them. Everybody out. If you've got money in them, good. Because I need to pay off that loan. Oh, you're the exception. What you got there, by the way? I can get it on my own. You know my wife's diplomatic. So let the era of peace begin. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was supposed to join. Peace be upon you, Maharaja Rajaganesha. We are delighted by your decision to join our ranks as a lay member, Maharaja. Together we shall strive for the betterment of ourselves and our fellow Jains by following the Anuvrata. Subhasti Pantana Santu. It's a great honor, our child. I forgot to join 2 months ago. Yeah, it's not that good, but it can be improved upon. Gotta start reading an old book again. There you go. That's Dharmic wisdom. Another child doesn't hurt, but I already got what I want. Yeah, let's hope for another son. Otherwise, we're going to be in deep, 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 deep trouble when it comes to who controls what. But we're starting to get rid of the corruption here. We're not going to spend it on buildings yet. We've got to pay off the loans from that devastating conflict. I mean, we'll recover nicely. It's going to be a strong and stable realm. Hey. There'll be no more killings around here. While attending a prayer one early morning, I noticed my brother Van Rajas drowsing off his seat. Meanwhile, fellow members of the Sravaka-Samgha are deep in their contemplation and do not seem to have noticed yet. I ought to wake him up. I gently prodded Van Raja, but I get no reaction. And I shoved my elbow to his side, causing him to cough and open his eyes. A flash of anger in him. His face turns red as he blinks. Situation dawning on him suddenly. Thank you, he mumbles sheepishly. Well, think nothing of it, friend. I'm trying to be better. Yes? The Order and the Tirthanankaras cares much for the souls of our members. As such, we would like to advise you to go on a pilgrimage, as you have not yet done so. Shivasi Pantana Santu, so yes. I will. After I pay off those loans, of course. Now, let me remind you what is Jainism. Jainism is a religion of incredible antiquity, stemming from the ascetic Shramana tradition of India, in opposition to the priestly Brahmins and the caste system. The guiding principle of Jainism is ahimsa, non-violence, which is more radically interpreted than any other religion. In the game, Jains have a hard time waging offensive wars, but their remarkable tolerance means Jain rulers are well liked by all. The Tirthanankaras, which means the fort makers, there were 24 of them, with names like Rishab, Ajanav, and Sambhavanav. The evil god names us the Punishers, which don't even think about what that is. The name speaks for itself. And the scripture is the Angas Sutras, which, by the way, sutras means scripture. It's what, or script. That's what it means to you people. And to some, Jainism is not a religion. It's a philosophy. It's a way of life. It is equal to everyone. No caste, no class barriers. And apparently, you know, in this Sravaka-Samgha here for its members, it doesn't care if I am slightly darker skinned or white, like the Greek, like the Yavana, which is Sanskrit for Greek. I was the 10th member, and now a new one just joined. I joined on the... and there's the newest one. She's an Arika, which means nun for Jains. And she's of a Dingambara sect, despite the fact that the character is naked, as you can see. But in real life, Dingambara Jains, who are monks, is only applied to the males. It's usually applied to the males that go naked, not the women. The women don't go naked for obvious reasons. But it's strange of why they do this here in the game. Same thing for Crusader Kings 3. I've seen Dingambara Jains of their female characters that go naked too. It's not right. Oh, by the way, since you're of a Hindustani culture, who's your liege? Ah, Gujarati. They live over there. Okay. What's happening over there? The Abbasids have lost most of Persia. It's been a while since I took a good look at the world. Ah, that's why. Some of the imperial decay, and it causes negative opinion, revolts, all that. So basically he's slowly losing its grip to the east. So we don't have to worry about the Abbasids knocking on India's door. Not to mention the significant rules. So we will never attack another nation again unless it's for self-defense. Mithila's back to being serene. The loans. Oh, just in time. I didn't see that text right after I just repaid it. I think it's high time to go on a pilgrimage now. Also, please release all of them. I don't want anyone else to die in prison. They've already died enough by my hands. And this was the last kill. I was doing a rebellion. This was when I realized you have violated the act of ahimsa. And I realized the error of my ways. Even though they call me the champion, as I'm the grand champion, but retired now. And see too if I could become a champion in my own mind. And see too if I could follow my father's footsteps. He attained moksha for his faith, but see if I could do the same for myself. I don't know if I should aspire to follow the path to retire into monkhood, because clearly there's other children they must educate. I should do the same for my wife. Where is she? Oh, just wait. I'll go to the pilgrimage in just a moment. Another son. Okay, now it makes sense. Rajendra Narayan. Bit of a mouthful, but it'll do. Over the past few months, unexplained apparitions are have appeared in several areas in Cimarron throughout the sunset, frightening the locals. Suddenly, in the past week or so, however, these ghostly figures have disappeared. Ironically, this frightens the people living there even more. No one knows if this is the omen or not. I don't find this scary at all. What did I just pick up? Brave. Too many traits. What will I lose? I got my eye on it. I just lost Brave. I dreamt of traveling to a magnificent and mighty castle. So large and immense, it towered over everything in nearby territory, even the forests and the mountains. It was an opposing sight. When I woke up, I wondered what it was about. Speaking of traveling, it's high time to go on a pilgrimage now. Friend, take care of this realm while I go. And stop spending so much money. You're going to do harm to your realm, and possibly to the rest. There are rumors of the undead rising from their graves in the region. Many educated and learned men, from scholars to clergy, believe these are just probably ramblings of ignorant peasants here. You cannot become a Muni because you have greed. So I shall go on a pilgrimage to one of the holy places in India. It's none of my business. I shall do a pilgrimage to one of the holy sites of the Jain faith, seeking enlightenment and purification. There are many places the devout Jain might visit during a pilgrimage. They will undoubtedly all offer enlightenment, but a closer location will make for a safer journey. Shakarji is actually down here, so that's shorter, but I want to go long. Which way is the longest? From Magad to Girnar is over there. Distance, as you can see, to Magad, 526. Is that in miles? Now down here, Girnar is a bit further than Shravanbelagola. So I will travel to the mountain of Girnar. So is that in miles? In fact, somebody look it up. Unless I'll look it up myself, as I always do. Not during this video, but after the video. Of what is the distance from modern day Patna, which is Patliputra, but it's known as Patna today, to Girnar in Gujarat. So I will travel to the mountain of Girnar, which for once it's a free Jain state, whereas there are no Jain majority around here. And you still get migrants, old friend? But I fear you might die of stress soon. You actually rejoined the wheel of life and death. Whatever's keeping you alive, I guess. Just take care of the country for me while I go. Blasted. It's still rebellious. I'm trying to improve this situation here. I'm trying to get rid of my cruelty soon. And high stewardship is supposed to make province modifiers improve. Okay, now I have packed my things and made preparations for my household to make do without me. It's time to start my pilgrimage for the ancient mountains of Girnar. My journey begins. Want to have a seat. Maybe steward. Do something with that. You rebelled against me and I'm willing to forgive you. It's gonna take a long time before they all get better. It's been days since we last saw the settlement and deep forest surrounds all of us. The small road we've been following has all but disappeared in the thick undergrowth. As I look up, I can make out a huge creature native to this jungle on the other side. Oh, don't do that. But here's a chance of me becoming brave again. Must fight this beast. By the way, that's violating ahimsa, even though it doesn't say in text. I got rid of deceit. A pilgrimage is as much of an inner adventure it is a journey through the physical realm. As my goal grows ever closer, the people I meet and the places I see made me reflect and evaluate things I thought I knew about life. This is a marvelous opportunity. I've become a poet. Hey, good for me. Ginnar. I've arrived at the temple district of Taleti at the foot of Ginnar. A long set of stairs will take me up the sacred mountain to see the shrines and temples. It was here that Krishna was once confined by his mother, and where he tricked Kalyanavana to meet the inflaming ire of the sleeping Muchukunda. As I reached the Bhavanath shrine, I observed hundreds of naked sadhus making offerings to Shiva and bathing themselves in a tank of the temple. The entire place is resounding with the sounds and music. According to some, Shiva himself is near. I must continue my ascent. New school of thought. The Cardinal Alionist Just has been all talk of culture men recently. They appear to have found a philosophical school that to rival the ancients. Their thoughts on machines, mathematics, and the natural world are truly remarkable. This Erumian philosophy will go far. This is the one. A pilgrimage can be undertaken for many reasons. For some, it is a way to atone for past sins, and I have many. For others, a way to repay the universe for what they have. To many, the pilgrimage is a great and rejuvenating journey. I feel convinced that this is so, for my journey has left me invigorated in a way I've never experienced before. Perhaps the time has come to begin the journey home. I am home at last after my journey. I've learned new things, experienced the greatness of the faith, and met with interesting people. While it is good to be home, I'm confident I'll always remember this trip very fondly. A great experience. We are glad to hear that you have performed a pilgrimage in our name. It was a journey of a lifetime, our child. And I'm here to get rid of my past sins. Get the greed and cruel off of me. In fact, I repaid those loans, right? Yes, I did. Sometimes I don't remember. Should donate to charity. The Sravaka-Samgha has received your graciously donated gift. You have our thanks, in addition to those whose lives will be greatly improved by your charity. I only did my duty. No longer greedy. Just don't want that in my conscience anymore. The herbalists and physicians of Mudgagiri have become famous in recent times for the quality of their herbal medicines they made using various plants, herbs, minerals, and so on unique to here. Again, it's very rebellious over there. This is peaceful. Varanasi is restless. Chunar is restless. Only these two are restless. So there's Rotas and Jharkhand. Which I gotta give these two away. They provide nothing to resources, but this is good enough for me. I should appoint nobles. Might go, I don't know, war veterans? I mean, you're one. Actual Jain. This is for your reward. And again, I'm gonna give it to Rajrappa, despite the limitations. So, yeah. I think I should give you that other land, Jharkhand too. I got a vassal for you, since you desire it. Here. Problem solved. Business related. A group of craftsmen come to court to show off their work. They present refined goods, of which I'm sure there would be a demand for in the realm. Noticing my interest, the craftsmen asked some capital to start up a workshop, saying they'd lack the funds to do it their own. Sound investment. Workshop will set up a tuner and begin preparation for producing goods. Speaking of which, income is very good. Ah yes, Varanasi is also a silk trade post that we also own. I wake up in the middle of the night, but I feel something heavy on my chest. It is hard for me to breathe. I open my eyes slightly and see what I think was a shadow in a vaguely human shape on top of me. I try to scream, yet I find I cannot scream at all. Moments later, I wake up. I say a prayer to Savavana. Horrors of war catching up to me. What you gotta do? Just looking. 10 years. I'll be too old to write a book by then. Here you are. I decided to place the crown focus in Kutsinagara. The whole council started to devise ways to improve the provincial stability. The efforts paid off now as the situation on the terrain improved markedly. One less rebellious province to worry about. Now it's here that needs to be improved upon. Romanos just passed. Severe stress. Procopius. Much younger man. Oh, an assassin. Dubious blood. Proving bravery. And he's a doctor of law. By the way, how does open elective work? Combination of age and prestige. He's got this high amount of prestige because he's been a member for a long time. For him, he's not a member of anything, but he's been their spy master. Where did he get his assassination work is beyond me. And he's from Delgarth, which is a city here. No. Where's Dalgosh? Is there a way to find title region? It's from over there. Maybe he was one of those migrants, but I can't guarantee. Well, let's try to get to know each other a little better, because you an assassin. He's Swetenbara, obviously, like everybody else. We should build buildings faster, now that we have all this. Now we build a keep here. The money is fine, it's just we need more work. I always imagine that I would be the first of us to go, but now I'm the one mourning for the departure of my dear friend. Never again I'll hear a jolly laugh or receive a wise counsel, as if I lost a central part of myself. I feel so powerless. Wouldn't want me to cry, let's drink in her honor. Probably had one drink too many when I'm joined at the table by an equally intoxicated woman. Takes you to realize. Sure, it must be Conchini. Not my daughter. Someone else. A Brahmin woman. Okay. And I'm sure I'll make more friends in the future. Still prosperous, and Magad too. It's flourishing here while it's just prospering. Ah, the old age finally caught up to you. You were stressed and they got you killed. Maharaja Gopala II sent his sycophants to torment me once more, spreading vile rumors about me. Yes, he was an old enemy. He's very bitter of the past. But I'll convince him to stop. Remember the diplomacy. So I'll just say, thank you very much. You say that I'm a vile person, but I'm at peace now. At least trying. There's Prokopios. Again, a mix of Bengalis and Greeks here. But this one is has a background in assassination, apparently. Strange, but hopefully we'll get along. Don't assassinate me, please. I'm at a local tavern, drowning my sorrows over my friend Govind Chandra's recent passing. The Nirgrantha, yes. When I notice another unhappy patron, surely must be Leon, an old companion of Govind Chandra's. Maybe should keep him company. Perhaps we could find solace in our Charter's company. Attempt to make friends with them. Leon and I spent all evening reminiscing about Govinda Chandra, and indeed, today my heart feels a lot lighter. Hopefully this is the start of a new, wonderful friendship. This new Nirgrantha, he likes intrigue. I'll invite him to the banquet. Alright. your business. Still nowhere near being there. But with 2 trade posts now, you can get all the good silk money. I'm thinking about going on a trip to China. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna let you take charge here. Because I'm actually gonna go kowtow before the Emperor. I don't know, I'll be around for long. But it would be good, you know, to represent the Gupta and all that. What's the other thing? Oh, it's gotta be aircraft. But wait till the rebellious provinces stop. Why didn't I think that? You have forgotten something. Contest rolls. That gets rid of rebellious province. How could you forget that? And put a crown focus here, which Varanasi will no longer be restless. So let's put a focus on that. Or just get rid of restless areas. He's got nothing that he can give me. Thank you very much. One does convert it to Jainism. Thanks to him. As long as more people join the Sravaka-Samgha. When I came here, there was only 9 members, but this community is growing. As we're just slowly reviving. The first Bengali other than myself. Yeah, sure, why not? As a reminder. Build every kind of building here. Just to show that Patliputra would never be threatened again. Keep it up like that. I received a letter from the fellow member of the Sravaka-Samgha, Rudala Devi. Dear brother Rajaganesha, you as Eastern scholar as you are, please offer me some advice on my poetry or the attempt of it. After reading through the attached documents, there are multiple verses, all in honor of the Tirthanakaras. While I enjoy the metaphors, they seem a little forced. When's my next mission? Here it is. It's brought to our attention that you are perhaps not spending the appropriate effort on matters of theology. I'd like to encourage you to set aside your worldly worries and focus on matters divine in nature. You got it, because I'll be ranking up very soon. Oh, next month. Good. old woman passed away of Kutsinagar recently. Though a humble villager, this beloved grandmother of all lived a very long time, more than a century some claim, and was of humble and virtuous temperament, doing her best to guide the community and provide her wisdom to all. She received visitors even from local nobles from other nearby villages, nearby. There have already been claims that her spirit will bless these lands for many years to come. The grandmother will be sorely missed. I was beginning to think that Udaladairi took offense to my comments. She received a new draft for her work. I'm surprised to find her words really speak to me. Scribbled in the margin I could just make out. I implore you, brother, bear with me, it's not finished. This is going to be egotistical because I want to keep my diplomacy up. Nonsense! This brilliant work out and the world needs to see it. I'm a poet, you know. I cannot believe that you went against my wishes without Devi. CK2 writes to me. The poems were far from finished. Now people are saying that perhaps I do not understand the comforting aspects of Tirthanakaras. I've been humiliated. Put the weather away from me. You cannot fault a man for seizing an opportunity. She'll understand in time. Yes, I'm a cruel man at heart, but I'm trying to get rid of it. We are happy that you have devoted your time to the matters of theology. May the coming years of devoted study bless you with new insights. The Agra Sutta shall be my foremost companion. I'm trying to reject cruelty. Give it time. No more restlessness. Yes, we're doing that because I noticed you have both. And it's up to the spy master. Oh, not again. Put the crown focus here. It's kind of hard to watch over all these areas. And we need to save up a little money so we can appoint a new... You sure about this? Well, she likes to travel, so go with my blessing. Gotta represent the nation. Oh, just give it to her. Peace of the Tirthanakaras. There are those who say that according to the Anga Sutras, the Tirthanakaras, I'm saying it slowly for you people, wants all peoples to be at peace with one another. But is that just mere idealism? Can't true peace under the wisdom and the benevolence of the Tirthanakaras could ever be accomplished? Here's my chance. Love and peace. We are all indeed brothers and sisters. He still has cruelty in his heart. He's not being genuine. But I cannot be cruel. Yes, they do it differently here. You cannot be cruel, must possess at least one virtue. That's why I wait for another mission. The man is a coward, that's for certain. He can't fight. Shadows and loud noises frighten him, and blood makes him faint. I'll tell the whole castle about it. Okay, if not the banquet, how about, let us meet in private in some deep discussions. Oh, really? Prokopios, Procopius is the last one to arrive at the discussions. Conversation flows freely between everyone, jumping from topic to topic. Let us try and learn as much as possible. Woo! Very large smuggler operation. Thank you, Vina. There goes another. And that was the most valuable too. Some hours pass as the discussions continue. We come to an impasse about the nature of the universe. With Procopius together on one side of the discussion, he looks at me, clearly waiting for me to make the first line of reasoning. Willing to sacrifice a trait, hopefully gets rid of Cruel, so let us hold back and disapprove the other argument instead. I decide to let the other side have the first word. Content is very good to have. I have always been better at talking through my pen. Maybe the best way to show my good attention towards him is dedicating a poem. I'll write about his realm. While not exactly teeming with excitement, he seems to take a poem that I dedicated to him very well. Come on, get rid of Cruel, get rid of Cruel, get rid of Cruel. Oh, this again. Went hunting instead. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, that's 5 traits. Hey. Penalty. Pay the fine. I know what I'm going to say next time if I see something like that. As people start to leave the room, he tells you how much fun he has had throughout the session. You should join me next time as well. Yep, an honest-to-goodness debate. There's a faint knock on the door, followed by a small figure peeking into the room. I remember him well. It's one of the craftsmen I funded a couple of years ago. Shamefully tells you that the enterprise didn't go exactly as planned and that their workshop is now bankrupt with nothing to show for it. That was a bad investment. Speaking of that, need a new domain overseer. You got a good mind for the job. Didn't know you remained here, so we'll appoint you there. I don't know why that was still there. But remember, I cannot be cruel, so I'm waiting for the next mission. I've already gone on the pilgrimage. They tell me to focus on theology. What's next? Meditation? One morning, I wake up before my guards attempted to arouse me. I hear excited chatter from the main hall. As I open the door, there's a bustle starts filling the castle. Maharani Anantadevi has returned from the court of the Protector General. They gossip. And she comes bearing the gifts. Excellent. She gave me the art of war. And money. And she feels proud of herself. Wow. Art of war. The real thing. This ancient Chinese military text composed of 13 chapters, each dealing with a different aspect of warfare, is considered to be the greatest collection of military tactics and strategy. For any aspiring Maharaja for military matters, This is the book to read for high martial skill. All this clutter. There's only room for 2 more study books. Oh, bunch of new artifacts. That old guy passed away. I already have this book. Not to mention the landscape painting. Shakuntala. Sanskrit played by ancient Indian poet Kalidasa, dramatized the story of Shakuntala, told in the epic Mahabharata. It's considered to be a masterpiece. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, this is the book. I just got it today. I was wondering. It is considered a masterpiece of the best of Kalidasa's work. I thought I already had this book before. You're thinking of some other Kalidasa work or some other poet. Plato's The Republic. It's a dialogue written by him concerning justice, how to construct a just city-state, and the just man. It's one of the world's most influential works of philosophy and political theory. Sometimes I have trouble reading ahead. It's a habit of mine. The Tolkappiyam is a work on the grammar of the Tamil language and the earliest work of Tamil literature and linguistics. It details of orthography, phonology, morphology, semantics, prosody, and a subject matter of literature. And finally, the Monastery of Rajrappa. It's an ancient Hindu legal text. It can be divided into 4 different parts. The description of the creation of the world, the sources of law, or the rules relating to law and pens, fruits, and rules of good actions. Yeah, I guess I'll educate you as well. Because I don't expect to have any more children since I'm trying to tone down on the fertility. There I am. Thank you. No more restless provinces. Except for this one. Need a new precision. The scouts report of a one-eyed man recently out of the bug. This man first has Surya Narayan, the wise by the commoners, apparently blessed with the immense wisdom that he used to both impress and help wherever he passes by offering a significant sum of gold. This man would be willing to seize his wandering and take a residence court. Jain Norseman. What an odd combination. That's how they got the Greek here. These are the same traits. He's got a great mind. You should join the Sravaka-Samgha. Almost all gone now. I haven't checked technologies the longest time. We're getting there. A priest from the local temples arrived. I ask you to speak to him. My lord, the holy elephants of the temple are all sick. However, we learned that there is a healer in the neighboring province who was famous for healing ailing elephants, but however he is most expensive. Not to me. Want to have another deep discussion? Getting rid of some of the corruption here. Guess not. And I still wait for another mission from the Samgha. But man, more are joining. Welcome, welcome. This increases trade value a bit. Do the same for there. The other day, I found a secret trail nearby that led to a little lake. It was surrounded by many trees, and one could easily fall asleep under the shade of one of those rocks. Whew. I should go here more often by myself to relax. I gain a little bit of health permanently, and a little bit more health for the next 5 years, thus prolonging my life, because I have a purpose to live, and I'm trying to change my ways if I could get rid of cruelty. But it still holds me on like a vice-like grip. So I found a place just for myself. First, a cool location where they could peacefully rest by themselves without worrying about the rest of the world. And those pirates are at it again. Organize that fleet. This is a way to get rid of restless. All these past misdeeds by the previous owners, we'll get rid of them. Great. For a long while now, I've not felt the presence of Rishab in my thoughts. I'm starting to wonder if there's really any truth to the Anga Sutras, or perhaps just an old book written by clever liars. Oh, these blasphemous feelings will soon pass, but I've lost the joy of life. I've become depressed. Yes, it's rather depressing, but don't worry, it'll be got rid of. I got a few friends, and we made the realm prosper. What else can I do? No need for that. 15 years peace. Seems like a long time. Don't want to win any more wars, no need more children. Even though I have not taken a vow of celibacy yet. You should just groom the heir. Can't do it right now, but when he becomes 12 years old, we'll know when it happens. I may have lost the joy of life, but not willing to kill myself for that. A landslide's been reported in Mogagiri, burying several villages and killing many. Oh, what the heck? That's a terrible thing to say. Let's try to help the victims as much as we can. They all got someone gets landslide, it's 40%. Prosperity slightly decreases, but I might become charitable. Which I didn't. I'll be sure to pay more in charity. There's a few monasteries close by where the lay members of the Sravaka-Samgha frequently convene. As such, it's expected that every so often attend these meetings, that I spend a fair amount of time at these monasteries to get in touch with the monastic foundations of the order. Such a period's about to start. Great, this is what I feared. Let me check real quick before I reject it. The cheapest ones are the ones that don't have much of the holdings. Particularly the more stable ones, because it's cheaper that way. But you know, if you want to rank up, you gotta get rid of cruelty, and this is your chance to get rid of cruel now. So you have no choice but to build that temple here in Tuna. But if you build it at the places that's already well established, it gets more expensive from there. And this is the only non-restless province here. You got no choice but to raise the money. Don't donate to charity. My wife's been really suffocating as like what was once a graceful and delicate woman, slowly become an undignified, hefty glutton, only excited about our next great feast. I need to warn her as plainly as I can. At least I become content. The Norseman. In fact, help me with this. You have no education. Well, what are you then? Well, just take a guess, alright? I need a little more stewardship, so let's discuss the intricacies of managing a realm. Got it. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, we have no idea what his education was. Restless province removed. Let's approve upon this. Whoops. I actually clicked on the name of the province. Anyways. If we can turn it peaceful and serene, it'll make our job easier. Because this new Jain temple will be built here. Favors. Another way to get money. Because I don't want to use loans. Hey. Ask for gold. Sucker. My copy of the Shaka has become very old and worn with many years of handling. I have to save money, so no, that book is gone. I got a lot of study books in here. We have decorated our hair ornaments with kura, a fragrance made from the pandan palm. It smells nice. I need to ask for gold as well. After a couple of days of just spending some time doing things I love, hunting. No, don't hunt. Stop being so cruel. I can't get this cruelty off me. Raiding and visiting friends. Life does not seem as great as it did before. Halfway there now. And I will send my steward over there to have that temple built. We're getting there. The silk money and the monthly balance. How about banquet again? Let's try it again. If not, then okay. Oh, this blasted place. There we go. Is there no man better than increasing the church's opinion and teaching more pious than... yeah. Need to talk to the church because some of the Pujaris don't like me. Because of my past discretions. Now we can allow agnatic cognatic. Mild dysentery. call for my court decision. Several hours pass, and he seems to enjoy himself. Maybe enjoy himself someone will manage to find him some company for a night. Let's just enjoy the evening for wisdom. No need to stress. Become chaste. Here's a chance to get rid of cruel. There's too many traits now. Oh, there goes chaste. Of course. Well, that's just two guys what they do. Even though I'm trying to be a real Jain while he's not. A peasant in Mithila got lost recently while trekking near the wilderness. She came across a flat, vertical stone surface where the ancient rulers of the region carved various images and inscriptions. After she reported this to local officials, I sent in people to investigate, and it appears that this stone is the last remnants of an imposing ancient monument. The stone can't be reused, so it must stand where it is, perhaps for all of eternity. For the next 50 years. Sent a few antiquarians to study it. Hope you got a good treatment, son. Excellent symptom treatment. Okay. Well, the dysentery's kind of... What's a base intrigue? 1. And base is 1. Well, we hope you get well soon. Go for duty. What's High Crown Authority? Aha! There it is. And I have a very high amount of prestige that I can definitely afford the cost for. So go for that. In the future, of course. But remember, raise the funds to get me the temple. So we could build this Jain temple here in Chunar. I'm trying to get rid of the cruelty in my heart and mind. Listen. You bad person, you. I'm gonna make you become an Arika. Hopefully get rid of your sins. Hopefully redeem yourself much like I'm trying to redeem myself. From very large to average. A poet's reciting that tale about a historical event long ago before me and an audience. I realized he just made a mistake. There were some inaccuracies as I was telling what happened. Correct him. History should not be lies. No effect. You're good. That increases the trade value a little. After pursuing some old texts by a savvy merchant, given my extensive culture and inquisitive mind, I could buy some of them to study and attempt to increase their knowledge. How much? 93? No, I have better things to do with my time. Focus. Just focus right now. We're almost there. And if we can make it a peaceful province, that will do something. The meanest of philosophers assumed that the Holy Scripts should be held true until some part of them can be disproved. Now I've taken this teaching to heart. I must honor the Holy Word as I become trusting. Please get rid of cruel. Wish I picked up the kind trait as well. That also gets rid of cruel. Nope. There goes diligent. Gotta build that temple. Please stop insulting me. I know what you're trying to do. Don't you know I'm a man of peace now? Well, mostly. But I'm working on it. History of the Lombards. Let me read you this new book real quick. To become a Jain. History of the Lombards is a work by Paul the Deacon. The history covers the story of the Lombards from their mythical origins to the death of King Liutprand in 743. It also contains much information about the Byzantines and the Franks. Here we go. Get to work on it. It's going to be finished next November. Is there a better someone? No, unfortunately. From November 1st to March 10th. Next March, basically. Patience. Registers tell me of a traveler who just recently arrived in Magad. The traveler, a Han scholar by the name of Chengo, is apparently requesting an audience. Claims to be a renowned teacher willing to impart his knowledge to one of my children. You just got better for dysentery. Don't tell me you're getting sick again. Hope that's not the case. Bring him to court. The traveling teacher bows for me and says, I humbly greet the Maharaja Rajaganesha of the Gupta Kingdom. My name is Chango, and I come with an offer. For a modest sum, I'm willing to impart one of my many skills for your son, Vajramitra, for I am a scholar of both Confucian classics and surgery. The income is fine, so basics of surgery and poetry sounds useful to add a little bit of learning. And most importantly, he becomes a poet, just like me. Poetry runs in the family. Maharaja Gupta is a lost cause. No matter how much he tries to learn, he doesn't understand anything. People say he's slow as a cow. See, this is why I did not want him, because I know what his mother was. She was a drunk. And slow is the result of that. That's what happened. I knew it. Oh, it's the flu. Oh. Just do call him. I mean, the Norseman will know what to do. He can't be that stupid. What? I'm drowning over my sorrows of my friend Kuncha. He's passing. Notice another happy person. You know, the man who's been calling me names and all that? Former enemy? Despite all the things that we did in the past. And you're zealous too. You're... Oh, you're a Hindu now. I thought you were a Buddhist. Not the case then. Perhaps we could find solace in each other's company. Spend all the evening reminiscing about her indeed. Oh my goodness. We've grown closer. He is my friend. Ah. Now he can stop antagonizing me. See, it doesn't give you that ability. See, there is forgiveness in this world. See, people can change. So, from March 10th to February. Alright, we're gonna get it. We're going ahead schedule. You see, even your former enemies, they must be forgiven. One last child, alright? If we can make this serene province even better, that means we're going to build this temple faster. Again, I wanted to sway him in the first place because he's an assassin. The other Rajkumar. Let's go for pride. There are many mysteries in the Jain faith. It might be interesting to spend time delving into the old text of the Anga Sutras. I will dedicate more time reading the scriptures. Thieves Guild gone. I'm surprised we haven't had a peasant revolt ever since I took over. You'll get the notification of when the temple is finished. In the past few months, I've been spending many nights reading the Anga Sutras. The text contains many items of wisdom and also gives hints to the most important mysteries of Rajrappa. These sacred texts illuminate me. The Minister philosophers state that when perception is not available, one can only prove one thing to be false or not false. It's not possible to prove something that's true or not true. In the future, I will take my time to reach a verdict. In due time, I've become patient. Here's a chance to get rid of Cruel again. And the temple is finished. Here you are. All the name of the Tirthanakaras. So, it will go a long way to spread the word. Spread the good word. My wish to become a better Jain has led me to the Anuvrata. Studying the works and life of Acharya Kunda has made me realize the error of my ways. I have promised myself to treat others with less ire and more compassion. I will double my efforts from now on. Cruelty has finally left me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Now you're starting to act like a real Jain. Although, still have that little bit of warrior in you. So let's finish this episode with this promotion. And I have yet another son, which... let's see how this goes. Vijay son. What's your name? And that's the last son I'll have, alright? I decided to show my devotion to the Tirthanakaras by taking a vow of celibacy. Praise. Now you gotta wait 3 years to come to the next rank. You know, I would have 1,000 by then. But you cannot be cruel nor cynical. Got it? Came in with 9 members and now it's 24. It's growing. Jainism is making a comeback. Lots of new members coming in over the years. So, we'll end the episode on that little happy note. So as Vijay Mitra, you know, the young poet, thanks to, you know, the learned Chinese man that was here. And of course, when he turns 12, we'll be sure to groom an heir. In the next episode, I will continue to do the good work and see to if I can become Acharya. a lot more work to do, and hopefully I will finally begin my meditation, as I finally got rid of the cruelty in mind and heart and deed. So we hope for you to join us in the next episode, and we wish you peace. But until then, so long for now.